Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here on Buzzin Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that are happening right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. Now, welcome back to part two with Nick. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, Trevor.
You could have changed. He was going to nip off and change it. Because now we're going to talk about your business side of things. He said, should I go and get my shirt and tie? Should I make myself look posh?
You said you'd take the piss out of me if I did.
I'm too close to do that. Don't worry about that. I mean, in part one, if you didn't see part one, please have a look. There's a link down below where, Nick, you very kindly shared your experiences from when you were a kid in Guildford, fighting your way through school to then making fighting your career and going into the ring and MMA, etc. And how we got from out in the middle of Guildford to the middle of Pattaya.
Yeah.
Now you're here, what do you get up to?
Good question. So originally I came here, I was going to retire.
Okay.
I'd sold everything. I was financially okay. Bought a few properties, I'm going to rent a couple out and just sit pretty.
Yeah.
2 weeks in, I was like, bum started twiddling. I was like, I can't. I mean, I'm a very energetic guy. I have to be doing something physically and mentally. I have to be. So I was actually working for Fairtex for 14 months, helping develop their MMA team and their new gym there, which was a fantastic opportunity. They were so good. They gave me a great job. I only worked a few hours a day, work permit, visa. It was the life. I loved it. And then someone headhunted me, come and found me at the gym and said, right, this is not an interview, this is an offer. In fact, name your price, I want you to come and manage my shop.
Okay.
So I said, well, what is your shop? It's a nutrition shop, so sports supplements, and I'm qualified in sports nutrition.
Is that what you studied in uni when you was back in England?
It's one of the things. I mean, I've spent my entire life studying since school. So I've got many qualifications, many areas. But yeah, so he made me an offer, or I made him an offer, and he accepted. And
what's the company called?
So Nutrition Depot. So we sell sports supplements in town.
And whereabouts in town are you?
Second Road. It's the big Arnold Schwarzenegger sign out the front.
Oh right, I know who you are.
Everyone knows when I say Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. Everyone knows. I mean, what a guy he was.
Oh, he's a legend, mate. Love the guy. Yeah.
The size of the dude. Do you know what I mean? His biceps are bigger than my thighs. It's like, dude, what are you doing? And even now, I mean, how old's he now?
I don't know, but he's getting on.
He's got to be what, 70, I suppose, something like that. But I mean, he's in such good shape, and I'm so gutted because I'm not.
But he's an inspiration in so many ways. The guy's brilliant. But so that's the shop there. But primarily now, so I have two sources of income. So the nutrition shop's great. It does okay. It ticks over. But my main source of income is the web development and digital marketing and graphic design business I run. Well,
before we go on to that side, I just want to go back to your nutrition. I mean, obviously, it's clear to everyone watching this that you're in very, very good shape. And I appreciate that you're exercising, you're working out as part of your daily life now.
Every day.
I mean, how important are these nutritions? I mean, everyone sort of kind of like says, oh, well, it's just steroids and all that other stuff. But away from all of that garbage, let's talk about proper nutrition. I mean, how important is that?
It's absolutely key. It's funny because I started off with a personal trainer and gym instruction courses like everybody else. I thought I want to get into the fitness industry, done all of that. And then I realised, like in the fight game, strength and conditioning is an area that I really need to focus on. So I did that. I done sports and exercise science at university. I really went into it deep, the psychology. But all of that stuff, like the training aspect, you're kind of falling way short if you're not eating right. It's even with steroids, people take enhancers, but even then you still need to support the growth and the recovery, and you have nutritional needs. And so I went in and had a little look at the nutrition side of things and just absolutely fascinated by the science. So I went crazy on nutrition and healthy lifestyle management. And I mean, it's so important to get that right, whether it's for athletic performance, whether it's just for healthy lifestyle. I mean, it's so important.
I mean, one of the questions I'd like to ask you is, and I'm guilty of this myself, I know that my McDonald's and 4 large Leos isn't really working. I understand that. My 6-pack is on the shelf in 7-Eleven. That's where mine. But those guys out there that are a little bit more fitness conscious and do want to improve themselves, realistically, we all wish in the magical world that I can just take this tablet and ding, there you go, look at me. I mean, realistically, what is the kind of time frame? If someone came to you and you was to train them and show them and get them eating the right habits and all the other kind of things that you would put into place, realistically, from day one, month one, what's your sort of goal? Where would you say that this person would be in a reasonably good shape, or certainly a lot better shape than when they started? What time frame are we looking at?
Good question. I mean, look, everybody is completely individual in that sense. So, some people are grossly overweight. It obviously takes a lot longer to, grossly. But, realistically, if someone's really committed, I've worked with a guy recently, James, top man. So within 3 months, the guy, like, you could see an athletic build and shape. The guy just committed to everything. He said, listen, just tell me everything. And we went through everything from his hydration, his nutrition, his exercise, his training, his sleep patterns, everything. And I thought, I've been here before, I'm writing out these programs and people don't follow him, but this guy to the letter. I mean, it was incredible. The transformation in just 3 months was unbelievable. Even his wife was keep dragging him in the bedroom more often. He's like, this is crazy. Anyway, 3
so that concludes today's interview. I'm now going to get the program off of Nick, and I need to follow that so I get a bit of that action.
You wait till James sees the video. It's true, mate. You know it's true.
I mean, you mentioned something there which is really, really important. I think it's something which everyone overlooks, particularly when they come out here. You mentioned hydration.
Yeah.
You know, back in the UK, I would say if I drank a litre of water a day, that was a lot in the UK. Out here, I drink probably a litre of water every couple of hours. I mean, it really is like important to hydrate. I mean, we're sat here now, we're both dripping with sweat. It's really hot. You know, it is so important, isn't it?
It is. I mean, look, you know, every bodily function takes place in a medium of water. So if you're hydrated, you're falling short on certain bodily functions, you know. Fat burning is one of them. You've got to be fully hydrated for your body to work optimally.
Yeah, I mean, it is important, especially if they walk around in the sun all day, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I mean, the sun out is brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, but we've got coconut water everywhere.
Oh, it's lovely,
Pull coconuts off the trees.
You ride down the road and they've got the coconuts in the ice. It's like, oh, yes,
Nature's sports drink.
Yeah, oh,
brilliant.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's your fitness side and you know, that goes hand in hand, and obviously, you know, people can see that you're in good shape, etc. So clearly you know what you're talking about. And I touched on this in part one about that statement that was made about people associate you as being a thug.
Yeah.
And you use that to your advantage because, you know, people go, wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your digital marketing, your website business, because that's just gone through the roof, hasn't it?
That is epic. I mean, we got 22 guys full time now. We're managing corporate level contracts. It's incredible, and we are very, very good at it. So I left school many years ago with nothing. I went to college. I wanted to better myself. I just hated school. So I went the adult numeracy, adult literacy, so I could get into college. I did that, and my first courses were desktop publishing, graphic design, and art and design, and I actually got outstanding achievement awards and excelled in it. I did really well, and it was all based on computers and stuff like that. So the old paintbrush program and things like that. It was back in the day. So
no Photoshop back then.
No, there was not. No, but Photoshop's something I'm really good at now. Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator.
Yeah.
So I'm a design kind of guy. So I got here and I thought to myself, I need to earn another source of income. Like, it's all well and good the shop running itself, but it's like, what can I do? And I went out on a complete mad mission, and I retrained myself. I'd get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I would train right through the day. I'd study.
Wow.
Web design, web development, digital marketing, and I found myself with all my experiences in design and all my experiences in business. Bearing in mind, I've created many successful companies, and I've consulted for people to start up companies for years, and I've got many business qualifications, and I just found myself like taken to it like a duck to water, and it just took off. I marketed myself. I went out there, got a few clients and done some really good work for them, and they're still with me to this day, and they just keep referring me on and on and on, and we are absolutely smashing business goals and objectives for my clients. So it just went from strength to strength, really. But again, it all come down from hard work, just like everything I've ever had in my life. It's damn hard work. It doesn't just come.
I was going to ask you that. I mean, do you feel that your commitment to the martial arts and to your boxing and MMA, do you feel that mental strength has put you in good stead in terms of business now?
Absolutely, 100%. I mean, look, I achieved both my titles through the same mental strength. I've achieved all my success in business through the same mental strength. I just refuse to quit. I will not quit. And you know, we all hit stumbling blocks in life, and sometimes things don't go the way you plan them to do, and I don't call it failure. You know, you can learn from it and you can move on. Then it's not a failure. If you let it beat you, don't worry, you failed, you've quit, you failed. I mean, there's no excuse for that.
That's a boy, wasn't he? You can fight him, yeah.
Up that, you have him. So yeah, I mean, I
said you weren't scared about anything.
I don't like them very much, especially when they're bigger than me.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. For me, it's just that I just will not quit. I will make sure that at every single possibility that I can prepare myself to be good at whatever I do. So, or at least the best that I can be. And that's the same formula works for anything, really.
I mean, you mentioned about now you've got a successful business here, and fair play to you, credit where credit's due. What I want to ask you is, I mean, you mentioned in part one about you had businesses back in the UK very successful, and that led to you coming over because you were disheartened about the way that you were treated, etc., which I totally get.
Yeah.
But now you're here, and I want to ask you this question because back in the UK, right, I want you to do this and do it now. Okay, Gaffer, I've got it. And they go off and do it.
Yeah.
Now we're in Thailand. I want you to do this, and I want you to do it now. No problem. This week, okay? I mean, how do you, especially where you're on about like websites, I mean, you're committed to deadlines. I mean,
yeah.
How do you overcome this? I'm tired. I need to have a sleep for 10 minutes. I'll come back and do it. How do you adapt to that?
First of all, that's a funny point. I mean, look, you have to live here for a period of time to realise just how funny that is. I'm very fortunate, okay? My wife is incredible. So she owns a company, it's in her name. I'm just like a consultant basis and helping her run or show her how to run the company and oversee projects and stuff. Obviously it's my brainchild, but in Thailand it has to be in her name.
Yeah.
So she is amazing. She's very, very smart. She's on the ball, brilliant. And we don't outsource our services. All my guys work for me on a full-time basis. But what's great about being in the online world is that I can pick the best guys anywhere. I don't have to look for people right here, right now, because you've got a very limited skill set in this town or this city. And I couldn't create the success and the level of business that I have if I just employed people in Pattaya. So we've got virtual assistants all over the world: Canada, America, the UK, India. We've got some of the best guys I work with, and we have a project management tool, and everything gets done through the project management tool. So it works very, very well. We're very efficient, and like you said, I want things done right now. I'm not waiting. People get them done.
Does your missus keep you in tow?
My missus is amazing. She's like the better half, literally. Like,
does she crack the whip with you?
No, not at all. She allows me to be exactly who I want to be. And no, that's never happened. No, I can't live like that.
Well, I'm just thinking to myself, if she can do that to you, then the Thai staff have got no hope, have they?
No, no one's got no hope. No, I can't be controlled or dominated. When we got together, I said to her day one, listen, just let me be who I want to be, and I will show you all the respect in the world. The minute you try and tell me what to do, I'm gone. Yeah. And the teachers couldn't stop me. Even the police couldn't stop me, my parents couldn't stop me doing what I wanted to do. So she is incredible. She just lets me be who I want, and she supports everything I do. So I'm very, very, very lucky.
Brilliant. I mean, in terms of your parents, do they come out here? Are they still around?
Yeah, they both come to my wedding. We got married March last year.
Brilliant.
Yeah, just up the road.
Congratulations.
And, thank you. Yeah, I was happy to get married this time.
I can relate to that.
She's a great woman. So yeah, they all come out. My whole family come out. It was brilliant. We got married on the beach and had a fantastic time.
Brilliant. And do your parents still live in Guildford?
My dad lives in Woking and my mum's in Guildford. Okay. Oh no, my mum's moved to Woking now, so they're back in Woking.
So they're back in the same area.
Back in their roots.
And when they come over here, I mean, have they seen Walking Street and all that stuff?
Dude, like, I took my dad out to Lady Love on the first night. It was his birthday. He had a great time. Absolutely. All the girls that brought him a cake in. Johan brought him a cake and blew the candle out, and all the girls come and give him a big kiss. I've never seen my dad so happy. But my mum loved it too. They wanted to see Soy 6, so I took them up Soy 6. They're very worldly people.
Brilliant.
They absolutely love the place.
I can relate to that. My mum comes out every year. Obviously, sadly, she couldn't come out this year. But, But I mean, I've had my mum holding the boards down in Walking Street because I know all the girls will do my photos, and I've had my mum stood there saying, pay today. Do your stuff today and pay tomorrow. Kind of. And my mum's there. I mean, she's 74.
Because you take the photos, didn't you?
Yeah, I take all the photos. So it was great that they come over and interact. Going back to your business, I mean, what I do want to understand is like what makes you different, because the one thing I know about the digital world, and I immerse myself in it myself with like social media stuff.
Yep.
But there are 1,000,001 places out there you can go and get it. And what makes you different?
That's a really good question. I guarantee success. I 100% guarantee everything we do, or I will not take your money, because there's so many people out there promising the world, taking the money and then falling off the wagon. Dude, I'm about results. I don't work primarily to make money. Make money is like a reward if we do a good job to me. It's not all about the money. For me, happy customers. And you can see on my Facebook page, customers just 5-star after 5-star after 5-star, results and achievement, and a commitment to absolute perfectionism. And people say, in the courses I've done, they're like, oh, perfect imperfection, you shouldn't be too much of a perfectionist. Bullshit. I'm an absolute perfectionist. If it isn't perfect, I'm not releasing it. And that's my design background. So that's primarily what makes us stand out from the crowd and is what's making us successful.
I mean, in terms of what you offer, I mean, I know you said digital work, but can we be a bit more specific? I mean, what kind of things do you offer? So people watching now, maybe there's people in the UK or in America or wherever that are maybe having a torrid time with their current system or their current designers, etc., and looking for a breath of fresh air. What kind of things can you offer people that are looking now and watching this video?
Great question. So, I mean, primarily websites and digital marketing. So Google ad campaigns, Facebook campaigns, local SEO, national SEO, e-commerce SEO. But what we do is I take every single client on a case-by-case basis, and I go for a really strict design brief process. I find out everything about them, I research their company, I look at their competitors, and I create a solution, a web-based solution to help them achieve their goals. All I really need to know is what the company does, obviously some background information, and what their objectives are. And I go to town and create the perfect marketing plan or the strategy, web-based strategy to help them achieve their goals.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier that you've got a very successful company, and fair play to you, credit where credit's due. I mean, how many customers are you looking after right now?
I've got 43 websites we manage now, with about another 16 in the pipeline. We're just about to finish. We've got 6 corporate clients, and they're web-based clients.
Yeah.
I think we've got about another 40 odd digital marketing clients, and I've got about 6 or 7 graphic design clients. And graphic design doesn't really make money, but I love it. So I do it for a select few. One's a range of hair products, ironically. But Sophie in England, she's doing so good, and I was with her from day one. She brought me on, and so I don't really do it for the money. She's just a good client. And a chain of martial arts gyms in Malaysia, they're taking over, and I do all their graphic design. It's great fun. So yeah, I mean, we got about in excess of 100 clients.
So that's part-time. What do you do full-time?
Train, still study.
That's the morning taken care of.
I don't sleep.
I bet you don't.
I sleep maybe 4 hours a day. I work 20, and I'm more than happy doing it. For me, it's fun, it's exciting, because I've got a team. I've got a great team that take care of business. So anytime I want, I can go jet skiing. Anytime I want, I can hit the gym. Anytime I want, I can say, I'm taking a weekend off, and I can do what I've got to do, and I can manage remotely on my phone on the project management tool. So it's a great standard of living. I choose to work 20 hours a day, but I don't have to.
You mentioned about you working, and I'm very similar to you. I'm up early. I love it. I love the sun. I can't remember the last day that I've not watched the sunrise.
Yeah.
It's the best time in the world, because everyone's asleep. Yeah. Everyone leaves you alone. You can just sit down, cup of coffee. Right, what have I got to do? Da 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 da. When you don't work, I know that's not very often, but when you don't work, where is your go-to relaxation? If I said to you, right, come on, you're not working tomorrow. You and we're going to go out. We're going to have a crack. Where are you going to take me?
We're going island hopping on the jet skis.
On hopping on the jet skis.
It's just another world. It reminds me of playing like a virtual reality computer game when you're out there with the sun shining, crystal clear waters. How many islands have we got around? And we got beaches like the Maldives just minutes from here. And we're in Pattaya, and people go, the beaches are shit. Well, you ain't seen Pattaya. Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah. So that's kind of the first thing I do to relax and unwind. Otherwise, I'm just happy just spending time with my wife on the beach or sitting by my pool. There's so many just peaceful, loving things to do in Thailand.
Are you the only guy I know that can go down and hire a jet ski and not worry about them kicking off after?
I own it. I don't hire. But yeah, I wouldn't be too worried about it. No, I actually own a jet ski. I don't hire.
I mean,
I heard the scams.
Oh, it's terrible, isn't it?
I haven't had experience with them, but I've heard about them.
Yeah, I mean, I cover this quite often, because a lot of people that come over here say, oh, can I hire a jet ski? And I'm like, please don't. It really is a can of worms that they're opening up. But I mean, so you're out there, you're going around all the beaches. I mean, where's the most beautiful beach you've been to in Thailand?
Oh, in Thailand.
In Thailand.
Okay, so Koh Kram.
Oh, nice shout. Good shout.
Like if you come out, zip across past Monkey Island, cut across.
Yeah, good
there's
shout.
Beaches around. You've been.
Yeah, good shout, mate. Yeah,
it's like
beautiful.
the Maldives. Yeah.
Have you been to Koh Kud?
Where is that?
Koh Kud is down by Trap.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's down past Satahip.
Yeah, go past Koh Chang, and it's further on there.
Yes, we've been down there.
That's picture beautiful. Postcard beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, you got the beach huts and the food. And,
that's it. Yeah, and the little estuaries that fly. And you get a canoe and just canoe up, and there's little beer shacks all along the rivers. Incredible. It's just fantastic. I mean, obviously now we've been talking about nutrition. I won't be drinking as much. I promise.
No,
that's a lie.
McDonald's, you're gonna lay that off.
I had a McDonald's the other day, but I was good though. I had a samurai burger. I didn't have the chicken or the beef. I had a samurai. It was pork.
You did really well.
He's grimacing. I'm thinking, you shouldn't be eating that. But I've got to keep these chins in order. I've got about 4 of them to pick, and I've got to make sure they're well fed. I mean, in terms of eating, I mean, obviously I know you watch what you eat. I mean, do you eat a lot of Thai food here? Are you a Thai food guy?
Thai food's the best food in the world.
Is it? Can you eat spicy?
No. So yeah, it's kind of a contradiction in terms.
Hang on. So hold on, let me get this right. You'll get in the ring and fight anybody. You master your business to perfection and will not accept second best. You live in this wonderful country. You're married to a beautiful Thai woman. Yeah. You eat Thai food, but you can't handle spicy. I mean, what kind of a man are you? Sort yourself out.
Dude, I can't. It kills me. And I don't like fish. I can't eat any seafood. But
really?
Honestly, man. But the Thai food is so good. There's so much you can eat, like the pad thais and.
What's your favourite Thai dish?
Panay Penang guy.
Oh, nice.
Penang guy.
Nice.
Or I really, really like the beef massaman at May's on Tepasit.
But Penang is quite spicy.
Penang is, if you ask for it spicy.
Yeah.
Pet noi. Pet mac. No, what do I say? My pet.
Yeah, my pet.
No spice. Yeah. Pet nit noi.
How's your Thai? Clearly not very good.
Put the satay dai nit noi.
What's a Thai nit noi, Chai? Okay, you might buy dong yan, Chai.
Makajo. So I have a Thai wife. She's teaching me. I can get by, but it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard. I mean, I'm lucky. I mean, one of the things that I learned when I learned to speak Thai was learn to read. The minute you learn to read, your Thai just rockets through the ceiling. Beyond belief.
Spanish,
Beyond belief, because when you're looking around, you think, oh, I can read that. Oh, that's what that means. And of course, a lot of the signs are descriptive words. So, you know, when you see a word, you think, oh, that's what that is. So it does help you a lot.
Dude, I can't even read English.
Do you know, my Thai's better than my English? To be honest with you, my spelling's... The amount of people, when I write a comment back, if it wasn't for that auto-translate, I'll be screwed.
Yeah, Grammarly's great for me.
Oh, mate, honestly, I'm absolutely rubbish at it. I really am. I mean, in terms of going out of a night time, I mean, obviously, you know, I want to say the phrase, you've got to let your hair down, but clearly neither you or I fit into that bracket.
You can get away with it because you're the same as me up top there.
I mean, in terms of going out, I mean, where do you like to go out and have some fun, you know, be it with the lads, have a few beers? I mean, where'd you go?
Where there's nowhere else in the world to go and have fun other than Lady Love.
Lady Love. Oh, Johan and Jerry.
Oh, Johan, Jerry, Kevin. Them guys are just the best. I mean, but LK Metro's good. Sometimes we dive over to Walking Street, but I mean, we are literally blessed in this town with absolutely everything you could want, from going out, from healthy food, from beaches, from jet skiing, opportunities in business. It's got everything.
Yeah.
But for me, LK's the first place I go, and Lady Love.
I mean, once everything's calmed down, and obviously right now at the time I'm making the video, we're in the middle of the lockdown again, the second lockdown.
Yeah.
I mean, when Walking Street evolves and whatever the chain, we know it's been flogged to death now about all these changes. In terms of like Sapphire, when Sapphire reopens, I mean, will the likes of Jerry and that go back over? How will that affect Lady Love? Do you know?
That's the big talk around town at the moment, isn't it? Because I know now that Johan's got a vested interest in Sapphire, so they're joined. I think they're joined. I mean, they're very smart guys. Johan is much smarter than he looks because he looks pretty stupid. So it's actually hard not to be smart.
He said that, not me.
Johan, I'm joking.
Right, though. He's
joking. Right. So no, they're very smart. Johan and Jerry, the cooperation there was a very smart move, and I don't know, but I'm thinking from a business perspective, of course they're going to work together on both sites. So I guess they're going to alternate the girls because they've got all the best girls and they've got all the best followers and what have you. So I'm guessing they're going to work on both sites at the same time.
Yeah, it's busy, isn't it? It's busy. Do you not ever want to manage their, or do you manage their website or anything like that?
No, I don't actually, funny enough. I have built Go-Go Bar.
I can send you the pictures.
I've done Go-Go Bar websites, Bikini Babes website. I've got another massive project I'm working on at the moment, which is incredible. I'm not going to say too much about it, but 2 apps and a huge website. It's groundbreaking stuff, and it's all related around the bars. But no, I haven't done Lady Love website. Why not, Johan? Actually, why have I not done your website?
There you go, Johan. There's your question for you. He said, if he doesn't, you don't let him know. You see that behind us? You're in there.
Yeah.
You can have a crack at that. I mean, aside from here, I mean, obviously, you know, we spoke about your business, we spoke about your lifestyle here, etc., etc. I want to throw this question at you, and I want to ask you a question. If that's it now, you've got to leave Pattaya. Where are you going to go? You've got to leave Thailand, you've got to go Pattaya, start again.
Oh, you just sent shiver down my spine.
Where would you go and why?
Dude, what a question.
Yeah,
first of all, I've not even thought about leaving Pattaya because you'd have to physically remove me. I love this place now. But I think I'd go to Vietnam. I could never go back to England,
Yeah, I'm the same. I wouldn't go back to England.
Ho Chi Minh's quite cool. I'd get over there and just settle down there. I just could never go back to England now.
Have you been to Cambodia?
Yeah, I like Cambodia. Cambodia's actually really cool. It's got a bad rep, and I don't... Maybe it deserves it for other reasons, but I love the place because it would either be Cambodia or Vietnam. Yeah. But I just like Vietnam. I like Ho Chi Minh. I've been there a few times now.
Yeah, I must admit, when I went to Cambodia, I went to the killing fields and I went to Teal Slung.
Yeah.
My Lord.
Awful, isn't it?
Oh, my Lord. I mean, you know, we think we have a bad day. You know, it just doesn't bear thinking about what they experienced. And the worst of it for me was when I did the tour, at the very end, there's 2 remaining survivors out of the 6 that were saved from the when the Khmer Rouge were overpowered. There were 6 remaining people and 2 are still alive, and they worked there. Oh, and I bought both of their books, and you get to sit down with them when you buy the books. And I said, why are you here in a place where they tortured you? And he says, because I want people like me to understand what went on. And I was just like, dude, shake my hand, I'm humbled. You know, I just no idea how to overcome that.
You've just said something there that really sort of touches me. So you know, the whole COVID thing kicking off. The whole world's doing their bit. You know, we're all wearing masks. We're told to wear masks. We're going to wear masks. And then you got people in England marching through the streets about their human rights because they've been asked to wear a goddamn mask. You look at the people in Cambodia that had to live that life. The Vietnamese in 20 years of war. And like the worst the British people have got to complain about is their human rights and a damn mask.
Yeah.
Just wear the mask.
Yeah.
I mean, it's embarrassing, but I'm sorry, but that's how I feel about it.
No, it's a valid point.
Because really, when you come to Asia, you realise like there is some serious hardship in this world, and you know that wearing a mask is not classified.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it does me a favour.
Yeah, well, that's right. It covers up my argument.
Yeah, I put mine on. Like, hello. It's only when I take it off, I go, I'll put it back on. But when COVID's over, no, put it back on.
Yeah. Keep the mask.
All right. Well, listen, it's been brilliant talking to you, Nick. I've absolutely loved it, and I want one last question for you.
Yeah, go for it.
And I ask everybody this question, so you should pretty much know what I'm going to ask you. So we've got a newbie. He's back in England. He's sitting there. He's booked his flights. Forget about COVID and all that. We're going to ignore that now. He's coming over to Pattaya for the very first time with no knowledge of what to do or what to expect or anything, but he's coming over here. What are your pearls of advice to him to say, listen, son, come here, sit down. Now, if there's anything you listened to once, listen to this, and I'm going to tell you.
This is the best bit of advice I'll ever give you.
Go on then.
Do not live on soy bacao.
Do not live on soy bacao.
It will suck you in, it will chew you up, and it will spit you out. If you're not a strong person and you put yourself right in there, even if you manage to leave this country, it will keep a piece of you. Just get a little bit further out of town and venture in for the odd night because it's just too good.
I like that.
It's true, isn't it?
I like it. You know, I'm trying to digest that when you were explaining it. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're right, because if you put yourself right in harm's way, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, you play with fire, you get burned.
You know, well, don't talk about fire. Oh, dear. Those that watched my live stream last Sunday, I talked about the fire with my mum. I had a fire in a bonfire in my back garden. My mum had gone to work. I chucked an aerosol can in. You talk about being naughty. I thought, well, let's have a look at what that does. Nothing. Not a thing. Suddenly, about 3 minutes later, boom, and it shot over my 6-foot fence and smashed my back neighbour's window. My lord, I was in so much grief. I was so much grief. But you are right about living in soy bacao, because if you do live in that area, like you say, you know, you open your door and you're like, hello, and there's a lot of girls waiting to go, oh, it's crazy. Hello!
The whole life. But you know what, more importantly than that is I know people that have been coming here for years, they spend their whole lives or their whole time here in soy bacao. They go back and tell people that Pattaya's a bit of a shithole. Like, you have not seen Pattaya. You can't sit in soy bacao and then go and tell people you know anything about Pattaya. Soy bacao can be the best place in the world on a Saturday night for a few hours, and then get the hell out of there and see what this place is really about. It's one of the best places in the world. Bearing in mind, I've travelled to 33 countries.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I love the place.
And I must admit, a lot of people don't know this, but did you know Pattaya has more tourist attractions in this area than any other part of Thailand? 27 tourist attractions.
There's golden nuggets and golden gems everywhere, like hidden gems, I call them.
Yeah,
just everywhere. You just drive around, you're like, wow, I didn't even know that was there. I've been here 3.5 years and I'm still seeing stuff I never saw before.
Well, my man, it's been fantastic. It's been absolutely brilliant. So guys, listen, you know, if you are interested in finding out more about how to get a six-pack not like mine, then please get in touch with Nick. He can help you. He's got a nutrition company. He's got obviously reams and reams of advice and experience. He can help you. So if you do want to get yourself in shape, you know, get in touch with the man. Likewise, if you've got a business and maybe your digital aspects are not going in the direction that you want them to go in, again, you know, get in touch with Nick. Like he says, you know, he looks like a thug, but he will surprise you, and don't underestimate his abilities. If he puts what he does on his digital world the same way as he does in the cage, trust me, you're in safe hands. So, you know, please get in touch. I will put all the links down below, and you can connect with Nick as you wish and talk to him about many other different things, whatever you want to do. So please get in touch. My man, thank you so much, buddy.
Cheers, Trevor. Thank you, mate.
It's been brilliant. Been absolutely brilliant. And I want to know how many of you are going to take the mickey out of his bald head like you take out of mine, eh? Because if you do, drop your address and contact number, and he'll pop round and show you how to get a short back and slide.
I'll be happy to.
All right, that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's been fantastic. As always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. Please check out our members area. More and more members are joining each and every week, and once things resume back to the new normal and the restaurants and that start opening, there is a long list of places that are going to offer you discount for your digital ID members card. So guys, please check that out and join our Telegram group. There's so many people just like you that love Pattaya, love talking about what goes on here, learning and sharing, etc., etc. It's all going on. It's like Heinz salad cream. Right, guys, that's it from me. That's it from Nick. Thank you so much for watching, and please, wherever you are in the world, as always, stay safe.
Got one.